Howdy yo and welcome to Rauta's Reviews. This time I have a peculiar case because this one was originally Portuguese band but nowadays relocated to United States of America. So it doesn't really matter whether you call this band coming from Portugal or United States, you're still pretty much correct. This one is Sardonic Witchery with an album called Moonlight Sacrifice Ritual. It's an interesting case really because this is one of those one-man projects. This one is released as LP, and this is the version I got for review. And, well, it's essentially this guy, though he has used some guest musicians to participate on this album. And considering it considered to be a solo project, this one is pretty goddamn well done. The style is something we could call melodic black metal, interacting with kind of a rock and roll black metal or black metal roll black metal. Well, you get the idea. Definitely rock and rollish parts, not exactly like the Norwegian Vride, but a little bit in that direction, but mostly operating in the form of or style of melodic black metal. One could say it's not the most original thing in the world. That is kind of a given, but doesn't really matter as long as the music is good, right? And that's exactly what's going on with this third album. Now here, a quick look to Metal Archive site. You can pretty much figure out it's from 2012, and this is the third album. Now, mind you, this member list shows only one member in the current lineup, and he has various projects in the past, but this is the stuff it seems he's doing nowadays, and well, it's good to focus on one thing, I guess. Now, throughout these 40 minutes or so, the style is pretty much what already described. The melodies are catchy, and this kind of a rock and rollish vibe is definitely adding a layer to this one, which makes this more, say, diverse in style. Mostly it's rather catchy and easy to listen. The production is very solid, and there are really no pointers to be, bitched about. There are no weaklings as such. Except maybe, and this is a little bit of a maybe, the vocals, because they're not your usual raspy, shrieky, screamy type of black metal, but quite different. I don't know actually what the right word would be describe them, but they're kind of like grunting, not exactly growling, definitely not screamy or shriekier types, but something in between, and they're something that you might need to get used to before actually liking them. Some probably won't like them at all, but in my opinion, it's kind of nice that there is this personal touch, something very little different than most bands operating around the genre. Now, when it comes to the actual riffs, compositions, melodies, and all that stuff, this is pretty much something that you probably heard hundreds of times by now, at least dozens and dozens. And this is easy to get into. Now, if I had one complaint to be made about these songs, well, they could be even more catchier. But can't really complain that much. I mean, this is a very, very decent album overall. Easy to listen to, easy to enjoy, but almost like too easy to forget. Now, if you are into melodic black metal and you don't dislike this kind of rock and rollish grooves, this is definitely right up your alley. So give it a go, and I hope you like it. This cover, however, is a little bit goofy and looks like there was no proper budget for it. It almost makes this album look like a joke, but maybe you can just dismiss it and focus on the good stuff on this album. So go ahead, give it a listen. You will find the links in the description box. So bang your head and listen to some Sardonic Witchery. Take care and bye-bye.